If you remember back in 2020 and 2021 when homes were just selling like crazy, a lot of buyers waived their home inspection trying to make their offer stronger so that the seller would pick them when they were in multiple offer situations. And as a realtor, I have always urged any buyer that I had to get a home inspection. Now, there are going to be situations where maybe somebody does rehabbing work, they're in the construction business, they don't want to do a home inspection, and I get that. They're going to be prepared for the worst. But if you're a first-time buyer, move-up buyer, you need to get a home inspection done. I went and talked to a gentleman a couple of weeks ago who was thinking about listing his home, and he had waived the home inspection when he bought it a few years prior. He said, I didn't believe in trying to nickel people to death over stuff. He said, it's a good house. I'll take it and deal with whatever comes about. And now he wishes he had gotten a home inspection because he spent almost $50,000 after he bought this house having to redo so many different things. The house had 2 water heaters, both of which were shot. He didn't really look at them when he went to view the house to purchase it. That would have been something a home inspector would have called to his attention. So he removed both the water heaters, put in a tankless water heater. That cost a little bit of money. The seller had zoned HVAC. So there were like 3 different zones in the house, and you had thermostats for each where you could control that. When the soon-to-be seller bought the house and moved in, it was around the beginning of June of that particular year. And when they moved in, the HVAC was not working. Now, they had already closed on the house, and they move in. Now the HVAC's not working. He calls and gets somebody out there, and it needs a piece, and it's going to take 3 weeks to come. So he finally got it working, but it wasn't working right. The zoning wasn't working the way it was supposed to work, the way it was designed to work. So he actually called a buddy of his to come up that he used to work with and check it out, and come to find out that some of the wires were not hooked up correctly for this zoning HVAC system. So it had never worked correctly the whole time. And the original owner of the house had no idea because it was a vacation home for them. They didn't live there full time. So this guy replaced 2 of the HVAC units, had thermostats set up in every room. That cost quite a bit of money. And then there were 2 or 3 other things that happened that he had to do some rewiring of some electric. The refrigerator wouldn't make ice, so he had to get that repaired. They had to get the septic tank cleaned out and all their lines cleared. So several things that happened, and the cost added up to close to $50,000 for all these different items. That tells you the importance of getting a home inspection, because even though it may be a $500,000 house, it looks absolutely gorgeous, it could still have issues. And you say, well, the seller should have disclosed all that. If the seller didn't know that there was a problem, they can't disclose it. A lot of times, if something isn't truly malfunctioning, then the seller has no idea that it's not working right. And the home inspector is the one who's going to go in and flag these things so that people know there's a problem. So that is why you never want to waive your home inspection. It could be a $50,000 mistake.